IT Raj Solutions. As usual, we promised always give you lessons about ICT as we were dealing with Microsoft Excel. We finished it. We went to Microsoft Word. We finished it. We went to PowerPoint presentation. We finished it. So now we are going to database, which is Microsoft Access. And database is very big, so we shall cover part by part until we finish database. So those who have been following my students, those who are getting something from my channel, who are learning something from my channel, please follow step by step as we are building database. Database, what is database? So database, it is like a neutral ground where someone collects data to that place. So it combines all your data information and are kept in that data place. Now we shall open our Access. You come and search Access, then it will open, then you open the blank database. The blank database, which is this one. Then what you have to do is to name that database. So let's say my database name is database test. That's my name of my database. If you are going to create a database, you will first draw down what you are going to do. I'm going to do this database which does this, which does this, which does this, and this, and this. Then you pick that knowledge you have put on paper down. That's when you start building. As we learned that whenever you have to do a database, you first analyze the situation on ground, know what is missing in your company. If it is in a company, you analyze. After analyzing, you sit down and make a plan. So after making a plan, you design on your plan what you are going to do. After designing, that's when you come up with now the real designing on the computer to see that your database is working. So let's say now what we are going to build is called database test. So database test, after writing the name, you create. Now, when you create, it will bring this type of dashboard. So what we are going to see is creating tables. How do we create tables in database? We shall see after creating the tables, how do we give variables in database? How do we create columns? How do we create variables in database? So we shall see all those things. At the end of the day, we shall come up with the full database which is finished to be deployed to your company or to your project. So we shall come up with tables, how we see how to design tables. Then we see how can we create queries. So a query, it is like a sort. So if someone tells you, me, I want a query which sorts men from women. So we shall see how do we create a query. How do we differentiate your data? That is a query. It is like something sorting eh, within your data. So we shall see how to create a form within the database. That form will help us to always enter our data, because when you are entering the data, you don't need to go to our table and start entering the data. You just create a form and you shall use that form to enter the data in the database. So whereby if I create a form, it becomes easier for me to go in the data and enter what? Data, and it goes to my database. Then we shall even see how to create a report about my data, the data I've saved in a database. We shall see a report, learn how to create a report, how to design a report. All those we shall see them. We shall also uh, see how to create. Let's say I've sync the Excel. I've done my Excel part. After doing my Excel, how do I bring my Excel to database? How do I connect Excel to database? We shall see all those. If I've done any designable template, I can pick that designable template and bring it to uh, access or our database. So we shall see how to do a relational database. Let's say if I have tables which are more than one, there are 4, 3, 5, 6. How do I relate them so that it speaks one language? You see, like in Access, we make sure that if I've written names, age, address, and the like. So if it is like a student monitoring database, I want to see how do these students pay their tuition getting. So I'll create a table of details of biodata. Then I'll create a table for how they are paying school fees. I'll create a table for those who have finished paying school fees. I'll create a table for those who haven't finished school fees. But I'll make sure all the tables are related, are speaking the same language, so that if someone is number one, even up to where you finish, that person will be number one. They will be related. Then uh, we shall see uh, how to number them, how to do to calculate them, how to do calculations in database. We shall even see uh, to create an object in database. So all those shall be captured in database. My viewers, my subscribers, please, let's follow, let's learn, because we are in a digital world and we are supposed to learn digital. So those online students, thank you for following, and make sure you take notes as we are learning. Thank you very much.